G'day everyone, welcome back. This is episode 16 of my multiplayer match against Gaming with the Colonel, a Strategic Command American Civil War Wars in the Americas 1898. I'm pretty sure if I've timed this right that the Wars in the Americas expansion is out now. You can buy it on either Steam or the Matrix site, or anywhere that you got American Civil War originally. Spent a lot of time working on this expansion, so really keen to hear what you think of it. So last turn, the Colonel made another attempt to take Guantanamo in Cuba. Unsuccessful that time, but I know he's got some artillery out there, so let's see if he's able to dislodge our position this time. I know he's been struggling supply, but we can't be too careless. He's a skilled opponent. And there's his artillery. And way to disgrace the Spanish flag there, mate. Don't run away from Guantanamo. And you landed... Okay, I have never thought of landing something there before. That'll be interesting. I have got a few more units there compared to the east, so this could be very interesting. Alright, let's see what else we have to do. I think we've got a cavalry unit that should be deploying fairly soon as well. Yes, we do. We have to deploy that in Spain. Not sure where I'll send that. Probably Puerto Rico. Alright. Ah, those are Rangers. I thought they were Theodore Roosevelt. I'm gonna get Theodore Roosevelt. If it's the last thing I do in this campaign, I will get him and I will wipe his unit off the board. And that was foolish. This could go very, very interesting now. Full-on partisan attack on one side, and eventually the American army on the other. Now, the big question here, do I retreat from this position? I am supply 6. How much is that? That's 50, alright. There's not next turn, but every turn after next turn until the middle of September, he's going to get whacked by yellow fever, which is... let's just say it is not something you especially want to have while you're fighting. It's quite an unpleasant disease. Well, let's go. I'm not going to retreat like those cowards at Guantanamo did. This part of my army's brave, they're going to fight well. Like, better, I'm going to sack their commanders. Speaking of sacking commanders, actually, supply there's fine. You know what, I will sack the one here though. Ooh, 90 points is a lot. I've been saving it for a few turns. I don't want to be caught out, because it's very possible that a very sudden attack will do a lot of damage very quickly. I want to be ready for it. Now, where is my navy? I'm sure I have more than 2 ships. I don't remember where I put them. Yeah, I'm a terrific admiral, aren't I? I should know where I put my ships. Actually, I'm going to find out if I just sank them. No, I've got two. They're in transit somewhere. Where? Well, that's a mystery. I think one of them's going to Spain. I'm not sure what I'd do with the other one. Not really much else for me to do this turn, I don't think. Okay, by the looks of things, he remembered to bring an HQ this time. I would be very surprised if it's located anywhere but right here. So this should be interesting. I'm gonna let Yellow Fever do the hard work. It's quite nasty. It's like the Russian winter in war in Europe, except it hits like every turn. So very, very bad news to try and invade during it. If you're the Americans, I like to suggest attacking Puerto Rico instead, because Puerto Rico doesn't get hit by the yellow fever, and there's enough spot to land on it that you can probably capture it and then get the army back to Cuba by the time yellow fever's pretty much done. Of course, I can't see if the colonel's actually done. His strategic situation might be quite different by now. So let's see what he does. Okay, this is interesting. So, outside California, there's a couple of hexes that they're like the transit hexes that I've used to send things to Canaries and to Philippines and etc. But it's a special one that goes via Guam. If you send a amphibious transport through there with a 3-turn delay, Guam will then be captured, which is what you saw. That reduces my fighting spirit by a little bit. But it also tells us that next turn, some amphibious units are going to appear off the coast of the Philippines. I can't do anything about those anymore. My navy's been forced to flee and mostly sunk. But I look forward to meeting him in battle again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.